Hi Pisces, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter April 2018 Tarot reading. Now I'd like to thank Christian Kaiser for that amazing nature video of how wolves change rivers. Now I'm getting to the end of the readings here for April, and they've been all over the charts. But here you've got a love reading with some really good cards, and then there's some obstacles and challenges involved in it. I've seen the good and the bad throughout all of this, and I think everybody's kind of feeling the same thing in their own unique way. Now the rune that you received is Fehu. It's the very first letter of the Norse alphabet, and it means wealth. It's a very interesting rune because it really meant cattle, and cattle meant wealth. That's where the name came from for capital, was from cattle. And also the name for stock, because it was from livestock. So the stock market came from livestock. Now this rune can be spiritual riches, emotional fulfillment. It can even be love. And you'll see right next door to the Fehu Rune card is the Lover's card, and that's the overall energy of your reading. And that's a really nice card for Pisces to receive. And it might sound funny, but you know, the Lover's card is really about making decisions of where your affections are going to direct themselves, which usually directs your feet on the path that you walk. Your love dictates what you do in your life. This can be that either-or kind of choice. Well, if I do this, I can't do that, and either I do this or I do that. Usually the two beings on the Lover's card is the Adam and Eve with the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. But this card has a lot of diverse meanings of human impulses, sex, pleasure, desire, love, curiosity. If you make the wrong decisions, you can be banished from your Garden of Eden with the flaming swords. This is reminding you not to underestimate your reality of choices, because it's very important not to make impulsive choices, but well thought through choices. Now Gemini oversees this particular card, the twins, and it's balancing out duality of air and communications and intellect, and really reminding you about the importance of good communication in a relationship. This is also reminding you about the spiritual versus the physical union, sex versus the spirituality and the higher self. And of course, this card can herald the existence of unplanned changes in your life. Now the cards next to the Lover's card is what I call a Minciati card, and I put 29 together to make a deck that has virtues, all 12 zodiac signs, the senses, the elements, chaos, infinity, and here's another outlier, and you received ether. Well, what's that? It's the unseen thing that permeates all of our universe and all of our galaxy, the black matter that the scientists can't discern. They know it exists. They have a shadow telling them that it exists, but what is it? The one thing I know about ether is that it's the head of the class when it comes down to spirituality and wands, swords, and intellect and communication, cups for emotions, right down to the base station of pentacles for earth. This is overseeing all of them, and how interesting that you receive that with the Lover's card. And then somewhat unrelated but related, you receive wealth for the rune. Now let's take a look at the cards on the far left for what you know. You receive the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Now the Seven of Pentacles is where you're spreading seeds. You're sowing some seeds, and there's a gestation time required. Some type of pregnancy and swelling. Some type of fertility involved in it, but now you're waiting for things to ripen. And the Nine of Wands agrees with that because it's one of the few timeout cards in the deck. You're going to be getting another one next door. The Nine of Wands is, well, you're kind of beat up, and it took a lot of work to get here, and you're just going to take some time out and reflect on what's happening. But the deal is you're on your last lap, and you're ready to leap over the finish line. And the Seven of Pentacles agrees with that too, is that you're getting close to the end. The number 9 for the Nine of Wands indicates that you're coming to a completion, or you're completing something. Now the cards next door to the Nine of Wands is the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords. Now the Queen of Cups is pretty much equal to the Lover's card. She's the queen of love and intuition. She wants you to listen to your inner self and wake up your slumbering self-awareness. Bring it into the party. You know what's going on deep down inside. And now listen to your feelings. She's a peacemaker if there's conflicts in home and family. She helps heal a wounded heart. But I think if the Queen really is doing her job, she's bringing understanding. But then again, you have the Four of Swords, another timeout card from the deck that's saying, slow down. This can be a trauma card too. You're wondering what happened and why it happened, and why it happened the way it did. And even how you survived. This card can even indicate some physical illnesses from stress, depression. You have to be very careful. But this is a category of what can be or is yours. So now you can deny this. You can take the understanding from the Queen and not have to go through the Four of Swords. Because the cards next door to the Four of Swords are excellent. You receive the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I've seen the Nine of Pentacles a couple times today. And it's a card of happiness, satisfaction. It's not saying it fell into your lap. It's saying there was a lot of trials and tribulations and hard work involved in having this satisfaction. But now you have some luxuries in your life. And luxury is a feeling. It's not a material thing. And conjoined with the Nine of Pentacles of satisfaction and comfort is the Three of Cups. This is a card about celebration. It implies a group force working together in harmony. Everybody on the same sheet of music singing in harmony. It also indicates various types of holidays and rites of passage. This could also indicate that a time of stress has gone by and pressure is going to be released. It's time to party a little bit, have some fun, revel over the completion of cooperative projects. This card can indicate career opportunities, the reinstatement of confidence, and moving forward. Now you have some interesting future cards. You got the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands. Now you've got two pages. Now if the pages are doing their job, they're bringing in ideas, messages, news, incoming, things that you can use for information to make some decisions, make some changes, because the Lover's card is a decision card. But the Page of Wands is fire energy, and you have to be really careful about not getting burnt because it's immature energy. And also the Page of Swords, he's the uninvited guest that shows up at the door and everybody goes, oh no. This can be about gossip and some really harmful things being said to other people. But here you have the Chariot there, and this is about victory, truth, the harmony between opposing forces. But it's reminding you that the only way you're going to find victory is with discipline, self-control. Now the Chariot card is the number 7 card, and back there you have the number 7 for Pentacles. So they're connected. You sowed some seeds, and now you have to be disciplined. And keep control of this Chariot while things are coming to fruition, to completion. And the Eight of Wands is a positive card that's interjecting energy, energy, energy. This card can be about messages too. So in your future, you have 3 cards that indicate news and messages. Now the Eight of Wands can be about travel too. This is a card where things maybe just weren't turning out right. I always say, well, your cell phone wasn't working for a couple days, and all of a sudden now it's working, and the phone is ringing, and messages are coming in and coming in. This is where the frame of the puzzle goes together, and it expedites putting the whole puzzle together. So whatever news comes in, it's related to the Lover's card and the higher thinking of the Ether card. If you can maintain your self-discipline and emotions and make some good decisions, you're going to have an excellent April. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.